Take a breath. Breathe. Just relax. You got it done. Okay. So.
That was good.
Well, good job. That was a lot of information that you guys did a wonderful job. You were over your time limit. So don't worry.
We were worried.
Yeah.
You know, we'd forget the over the time limit or something.
Don't worry about the time limit, okay? And sometimes you have a lot of really, really great information, and we want to hear about it. So slow down a little, okay? It happens. So, you know, even if you practice it a couple more times, you'll be fine with that. So, how'd you guys pick this topic?
Well, like, our history teacher gave us this really long list of topics that might fit into the, you know, the thing. And we picked out a few, and we saw Helen Keller, and she said she saw a movie about it, which was A Miracle Worker, and we thought this would be cool. And
I had already learned a little bit about it, and I thought it would be really interesting to learn a little more.
Yeah, we knew it was cool, so it's very interesting. So we decided on that.
So how did you get started finding out? I haven't read your process paper yet, so I want to hear you talk about your process paper.
Okay, well, we started like getting a lot of books from our library, and we found some really good ones. And then we started, you know, writing down information, and then we just started writing down a whole bunch of different scripts. And we
also decided that we wanted to make the play look really authentic, so we taught ourselves the manual alphabet.
Oh yeah, we had a good book on that. We just, you know, spent like a whole hour in the library doing stuff.
Just learning signs.
Yeah, and it actually turned out pretty good.
So when you were signing during the play, you were actually saying what you were saying?
Not really. No, that would take forever to learn. But I was trying to get in some of the letters of the real word, and you know, talking slower for longer words and stuff. But it was really hard to think about.
So did you kind of get a new appreciation?
Yeah, we thought it was like really, really cool, and I hadn't heard half, like more than 2/3 of the information that we saw. And so I learned a lot, and I felt way different about it, because all I really heard is that she met the president. She learned how to speak. I didn't really know that she had advocated for handicaps and stuff. That was really cool.
I didn't know anything about Helen Keller at all. I've heard that, like, I think I've heard about her once.
You just heard the name and thought, hey, this might be a cool topic.
Yeah.
So
I was looking through it with my mom, and she said that she heard about this, and she's finding it, and she was telling me a little about it. I'm like, that's cool.
So you said you saw The Miracle Worker, right? What things from that movie, did you read the play? Because you know, The Miracle Worker started out, it didn't start out as a movie, it started out as a play.
We actually didn't read out the play, didn't
No, we looked at it, we watched it together another time, but we never saw the script or anything.
And did you find things when you were doing your research that were different from the movie?
The movie? Oh, yeah.
Or parts that they skipped maybe that you thought were really interesting?
Well, it was mostly the beginning of her life where she was learning how to speak, and I haven't actually read much of that. I mean, I read some of it, and they did skip some, because you know, I read a book about that, and I was looking forward to seeing it, and then they skipped it. But yeah, so I guess that they did.
They paid a lot more attention to Helen in the movie than they put out that they did in real life. Because like in real life, apparently her parents just made sure that they just let her do whatever she wanted, and they let her get away with anything pretty much. So.
And they did a pretty good job doing that, though.
And how did you find out about how her parents treated her when she was?
Well, I read a book about like Annie's point of view or something, and she apparently was really frustrated with how the parents were teaching her. I mean, it wasn't like an autobiography of Annie, so maybe it wasn't like that. But what I read, she was really frustrated that the parents were letting her do whatever she wanted, and you know, like throwing food and stuff. Yeah.
We one of our original scenes before we totally redone.
Yeah, we completely redid it.
Yeah, one of our original scenes was actually between young Helen and Annie, and it was actually like how one of the things that they actually had done in real life, like when Annie was trying to teach her how to eat properly, she pressed a spoon to her hand, and then Helen would throw it off, and it was like...
Yeah, we wanted to do that, but we didn't have the time.
So,